swear to God, this is my favorite part of my routine.
This is part 2 doing Meredith's makeup routine. So we left off with contour, and she really beats her face. I find this part harder than the foundation. I think the trick is that you need to move to a smaller beauty blender and make sure that it is moist. Next, we have concealer, and she does this triangle method. So we're going to do the same. The same beauty blender, she just blends everything out. She really sticks to her beauty blenders. Really defining the jaw placement here. You know what? I give her kudos, because so far it's looking good. For blush, it's pretty normal. She goes in with a wet blush first. I think the trick to a lot of her step is to keep the beauty blender very, very wet and work super fast. Next, she goes in with a baking powder and defining the jaw. Now wait for some time before you remove it. She goes back with a dry blush and brings the entire look to life. She follows it up with a dry highlighter. Before we move to the eyes, let me show you my skin currently. Right. What? Her brow routine is actually pretty standard. She just brushes it up and fills it in. For the eyes, she usually goes for a natural glam smoky eye. She really takes the time to smoke everything out. For the lashes, she usually pops on falsies, which I can appreciate. Now for the lips, removing the excess foundation finally. She goes in first with a lip liner, like so. Follows it with some sort of gloss. She says she's a gloss girl, so I'm gonna do the same. Here is the final look, inspired by Meredith. I'm going to zoom it in for you so you can see my texture, pores, cracks, what have you. Now that I've done her routine, I can say she probably does go out in person like this, but having a very wet beauty blender does help. I give this an 8 out of 10.